Hey guys, MacGuffinSC here. This is another community game that was sent in to me. That's right, you can send in your replays and I'll cast them if I can find the time. The description below should have the email for that. And we have a Terran Vs Protoss close air positions on Shattered Temple between the red Terran Wookie versus Grim, the blue Protoss. I think Wookie was a Diamond player and I think Grim was a Platinum player, but we'll just call this a Diamond game, because they're probably around the same MMR if they're being matched up. So it looks like Grim is putting down his 9 pylon, is now going to scout. And it looks like his scout is going to the close position, and I'm fairly sure that their close positions were removed on Shattered Temple, either this season or last season. Maybe this is an old replay, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there isn't close position, so that's something you can watch out for. Wookie is putting down his supply depot. It's almost finished. Putting up his barracks. Grim continuing to chrono boost out probes at the moment. He has now scouted that he's not in the close position. And yeah, it looks like Wookie is aware that there is no close position, so he's going for the close air first and then the far position. Okay, we have a gas first for the Terran. That's a bit strange. Usually you're going to see barracks after the supply depot. He might be doing some tech build. Looks like Grim's going to get to his base fairly late, so if he puts down a barracks, he might not know that it was a gas first. And ooh, looks like he was able to block one of his buildings going down. So we have 2 gateways for Grim at the moment. He might have been trying to put down his cybernetics core and then just... Okay, we have a double gas for the Terran and no barracks. This is peculiar. Alright, so Wookie is now going around the corners of his base, maybe trying to hide his SCV. First gateway is now finishing up for Grim. Grim is now inside the Terran base and he's seen the double gas, so he's probably fairly sure that something's going up. And okay, we have a hidden engineering bay. And did Grim see that? He did. Engineering bay, I guess he's going for a planetary fortress rush. Of course they do have close air, so he could fly over. And of course the counter for that is you just keep one thing under the command center, and that prevents them from landing, and then they can't do anything. We'll have to see if this works. Something you don't really see working very often. And ooh, we have a hidden command center inside the base. Well, the Zealot spots that, so it's not very hidden. Zealot taking that out, so it looks like he was going for the planetary fortress truss. But is he going to float his regular command center over? It looks like he was just trying to build a new one. You could always start building one here. Nope, loading them up. Charrington deciding to move all his SCVs to the Protoss base with the planetary fortress rush coming in. Of course you can load up the 5 SCVs, they give the free lift over the gap. Looks like the probe is going into the Terran base, however the SCVs go for it. Grim's quite surprised about this. Turn out the lol. If he keeps his Zealot under the command center, it'll be fine. Planetary fortress is trying to put down over the cybernetics core. Unfortunately, I can't just crush that cybernetics core. And he did land it. So the SCVs are out, and the planetary fortress is going up. So you have Zealots working on the planetary fortress. Of course, they want to be focusing on these SCVs. We don't have any. We have one ranged unit out now, so it could go after the SCVs. Third gateway going down. Looks like one Zealot is going to get 2 SCV. Nope, 1 SCV kill for that. Continuing to move his SCVs around, focusing on the planetary fortress going up. It looks like it's going to complete, so it looks like it's going to be successful. And this puts Grim into a lot of trouble. And once this planetary fortress starts, it's going to be able to, it does that AoE attack, it's going to take out all these probes. And oh, planetary fortress massacring these probes. Up to 9 kills already. Probes forced to retreat. And Wookie throwing up some BM with the I'm in your base. Killing your shit. Zealot's forced to retreat. Of course they're no match for a repaired planetary fortress. One Zealot sneaks away. Will he be able to escape? Very lucky Zealot there, escapes. And this is pylon. It's going to take out all of the powering. Warp gates are not going to finish. Probes are trying to escape. We have the sentry down here hiding. And it looks like Wookie's going to take this game, although we do have an expansion for Grim. Of course, that is the weakness of the planetary fortress. He can't lift up, He will take out the Protoss' Nexus though, and he hasn't started a barracks yet, so he's only going to be able to fight with these 8 SCVs. Looks like the Protoss is trying to get as many minerals as possible. Trying to lure those probes into the range of his cannon. And it's really unfortunate that these gateways are not going to finish. They're so close. Almost think that he could put a pylon up here and try and chrono boost it out. Although once he gets this expansion up, he should be ahead. Because he's got 13 probes to 8 SCVs. And no mules are possible. And it looks like he is going to put up a pylon, so maybe he's going to try and do that. Force fielding those SCVs, although they do escape. The Terran doesn't have enough money to put down barracks yet either, unfortunately for him. He does want to mine these minerals, but he can't until the Protoss is taken care of. SCV's taking out that last Nexus, and they are trying to take out this pylon. However, it looks like Cybernetics Core warp gates might just finish. Wookie throwing up, all your bases are belong to me. But the Protoss is mining again, and he's got more money than the Terran, and about twice the supply as well. And warp gates finish at... oh my god, they just finished like 1 second left. So bad for our Protoss player. The Terran is finally mining again, and it looks like he's going to throw down a barracks soon. And he'll have to try and take it. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do another planetary fortress for us, because it's too expensive for him. That planetary fortress up to 12 kills. We have 2 gateways coming up for the Protoss player, and it looks like the barracks is going to become part of the wall here. It's actually a nice place to put it. However, I think the Protoss is going to get too far ahead now. I suppose the Terran player could put up a bunker here and just sort of start his new base in here. The remainder of the Protoss units are going into the main. Of course, if they take out these supply depots, this supply depot, that will limit the Terran being able to build anything from his barracks. Although the barracks looks like it got cancelled or destroyed. It looks like he's replacing it here. Protoss player is going to lose a pylon, but he does construct more, so he's not going to be supply blocked. He does have a forge up, and now a new Cybernetics Core. Chrono boosting out 1 Zealot, and putting the 1 cannon up should prevent any Terrans approaching into his base, although he won't have the sight of the high ground, which would be a problem. Zealot's continuing to work away at this refinery, and they will take out the... And I think that Terran has realized his mistake, that he has no follow-up to this build. And Grim has been aware of this all along. And it looks like he's sitting comfy at his base. He's up to 34 supply versus 8. I never imagined I'd get it up, lol. So maybe the Terran was just having a bit of fun. He will finish his barracks though. So it's not impossible he could come back, but unlikely. If he gets a couple of bunkers up here and builds a closer command center so that he gets better mineral saturation. Although he isn't building any miners. The Terran is now shooting up to 10 supply versus the almost 40 for the Protoss. Looks like the Terran will be able to harass these mineral areas with this bunker as well as these simulators, so he won't be able to get much gas. Which might force it into Zealot versus Marine. And unfortunately that Terran player is now supply blocked thanks to losing the supply depot in his main. And the Protoss scout units are going to come back, successful in the mission, trying to get a high ground pylon. Of course he can get a cannon up here, and that would prevent the Terran from moving out down the ramp. We have the first Stalker just about finished for the Protoss player. A couple of Marines working on that pylon. Are they going to retreat to the bunker in time? They do. There's really not very good surface area for this to attack, but it looks like he's going to have enough Zealots to take out. He tries to salvage that bunker to try and get his refund, and he does. Wookie, so BM. I guess he's talking about himself, or maybe just the... I think he's just having a bit of a laugh here. What a BM, what a broken race you play. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. That was a fairly interesting game. Of course, if you've got your replays, you can send them into the email below, and see you next time.